Song Yadong's victory over Chris Gutierrez in the UFC Fight Night 233 headliner wasn't the most thrilling way to close out the Fight Night schedule for the UFC in 2023, but it was a one-sided and convincing affair for the Chinese bantamweight, who continues to do great things in this weight class and show significant promise at 135 pounds at just 26 years of old. Yadong did what he had to do in this fight. Gutierrez fought well over the first couple rounds, but as it went down the wire and later into the fight, he seemingly fell apart with his offensive fight IQ choices and some other things in this fight that were a little bit interesting on his end. But for Yadong, he stayed the course and was able to control his way and outstrike his way to the win on the scorecards, and he is now in line for another notable fight in this division. He, of course, is a significant part of the UFC's kind of overall global attack as far as trying to position fighters from different parts of the world. He is one of the best Chinese fighters right now, arguably the best on the male side. Of course, Zhang Weili holding the title on the women's side, but for him, he is going to continue getting big opportunities, and it's just whether or not he can make the most of them. We saw the last time he was put in a potential kind of breakthrough opportunity against Corey Sandhagen. Didn't go his way, but he has shown improvement, obviously learned a lot in those fights at his still young age, despite the number of fights he has on his record. He is continuing to do what he has to do to grow and evolve into his full form as a fighter, and I think his call out after this fight of Petr Yan was absolutely on point and the correct fight to make at this point in time. They wanted to do this one originally when the event was scheduled to take place in China and Shanghai. Yan couldn't make that date, so they went to Gutierrez, but I think for Song, this is the right matchup to do. He made the call out emphatic afterwards, had a great response to Yan's response during his in-cage interview with Paul Felder, and I think this is just kind of lining up well between them. He mentioned March. That seems like an awesome timeline too. Of course, Yan in a position where he very much needs a win after the last several have not gone his way, so I think this would be a perfect style matchup for him. We don't think Yadong's probably going to try to take him down or do too much in that regard. I think this would be a crazy striking matchup between these two, and I think that would be why both guys want it, seemingly. Maybe not so much on Yan's side with his post-fight reaction, but I think he would see the value in it given where Yadong is going in this weight class, and I think it makes sense to put these two together after UFC Fight Night 233.